Alrighty, what is going on? Welcome. Yesterday we had a crazy sell-off, thankfully. Um, as you can see from the rate cut by 0.25%. Today we have had unemployment claims at 8:30. We've got existing home sales at 10. Yesterday we learned to always align time with price. If you follow me on X, you will see I tweeted, this is the trade of the day that should have been happening yesterday. I shorted around here at 10:20 when there was no reason for price to go where I wanted it to go at that time. If I'd waited for the 10:50, 11:10 macro, ES would have taken that 1 hour high, put in the very big SMT after filling the 1 hour breaker, the 1 hour imbalance, and the change in the state. And then there was the 1 minute change in the state, 1 minute inverse, pull back to both, and then target the internal sell side, and then somewhere else if you wanted to extend profits, because you're aligning time with price. Price has got a reason to move because it's in a macro, not here at about 10:20. So that's the lesson we learned yesterday. So I'm looking to take trades either at open, like right at open, or going into 9:45 news, going into 10 o'clock news, going into the 10 o'clock candle opening, so that's when the new 4 hour candle opens, and also the 9:50, 10:10 macro. That is the optimal time to take trades. Anytime after that, you're not really aligning time with price. So that's the lesson we learned yesterday. NQ has rebalanced to this weekly imbalance right here. You can see weekly imbalance. This has been filled from the FOMC sell-off. So I am honestly pretty bullish. The top step X charts are bugging out for some reason. I'm not really sure why. I'm not trading the combine anymore. No, the XFA. I've got $891 left, 1.78%. It's still active, but I'm on the combine only, which is why I'm on top step X to chart. But there's this weekly imbalance right here that has been filled all the way now. And this big SMT has been put in. ES took this low. NQ hasn't. SMT in a weekly imbalance. I'm honestly a little bit bullish going into the day. And also on the 1 hour, we've had a market structure shift, strong displacement through this high, and we are currently holding bullish points of interest. Bullish for value gaps are holding. Order flow looks pretty bullish in this range down here. So what I want to see on the bigger time frame, we have this daily breaker because we've got a high, low, higher high, boom, lower low. This is the daily breaker block. And also I've got equilibrium of this range drew out from this high down to this low, because price looks to hunt liquidity, generate liquidity, rebalance to inefficiencies, and rebalance to equilibrium. Obviously price could reverse at any point in this imbalance or this imbalance. They're very huge. I don't want to see equilibrium get hit on at least one of the indexes. So I'm honestly pretty bullish unless that equilibrium gets hit. Because there is 15-minute imbalances to the left of us as well. We have got, I wouldn't really call this buy side, but at a 15-minute high right up there that is looking to get taken. We have been generating sell side all through overnight session and London session. So that is something to keep an eye on. I do wonder if no, we haven't taken Asia's high and low, so it's not a potential seek and destroy day. But this is how I'm viewing the market. You know, I'd like to see this imbalance hold and us move higher. For me to take a trade, I want to see some sort of manipulation lower, maybe taking this low, going into open, and then go from there. It's quite a long pre-market analysis, but there's a lot to talk about. Super big SMT and a weekly imbalance. I want to see some initial buying pressure out of there. Yeah, that is how I'm seeing the charts pre-market. So I will catch you all when I've won, lost, or not taken a trade. Peace. Alrighty, welcome back. So, it is a winning trade. We de-risked because price was so volatile. The candles were like so many ticks. it was like, look at that one candle, 200 ticks nearly. This one, 150. These ones, like, price was very volatile compared to other days. So I de-risked, only risked about $164, which is, I don't know what percentage, 0.32%, which is solid. And we ended up making around $222 because we had two contracts, one TP1 and one stopped in profit at this SMT. We'll get into that. It would have been stopped at break even anyway, which is fine. But as you can see, that is crazy. Right to my entry, then we sell off again. Insane. Seek and destroy, whatever you want to call it. I have seen a video from Justin where he doesn't necessarily put his stop at break even after taking profit, because his idea is still valid if price goes there. You know what I mean? So sometimes he'll just take a contract off or take half off, but leave his stop where it is, because you're still net zero on the day if price goes back to that point. But you're open to this happening, obviously. So that is something to consider, you know, like, it's still something to consider. But in my opinion, I was down, well, I was up 300 ticks, 353 ticks, and then price reversed all of it. Is it going to go that way again? You know, it's one of them, but obviously the way I like to trade is, right, TP1 hit, stops to break even no matter what, just to protect the profits, which is how I like doing it. But realistically, it was a 2 RR here. Full position, taking full position here is, again, solid. Because I sometimes believe taking partials just ruins you, makes you make less money. If I took full position off here, I would have made $353. Instead, I walked away with $222. So, you know, potato to tomato, you know, potato tomato. Whatever it is whatever it is, you know. I'm not going to complain about a winning trade, especially after this week. You know, we had a solid week last week on the combine, and then this week we took the XFA trades. That was just a bit of a, you know, experiment kind of thing, de-risk. But, you know, back in the green today, which is nice. We're probably going to end the week down. It says 2 trades because obviously you take partials, whatever. It says 3 trades here because I added to the position. It says 3 trades because I took partials and added as whatever, you know. Yeah. But all in all, happy with the day. And let's jump right into the trade taken. So I was bullish. I'm just charting it on TradingView because it's easier to see, in my opinion. Pre-market I was bullish, but upon further analysis, like this 1 hour, it wasn't really holding. Market opened and took out this 5-minute buy side right here in this 15-minute imbalance. ES ripped. ES was already above those highs anyway, because if we zoom out, we can see those highs are right here. You know, ES was already far above them anyway. So no SMT at the highs today. As you can see, wow. Okay. So market open, took out buy side, and I was like, right, okay. I was bullish going into open. I wanted to see that 1 hour hold, but it wasn't. We were just running through it. And I was like, right, if I see a 5-minute change in the state here, I'd be pretty bearish, open to taking shorts, buy side taken, area we expect to reject, bigger time frame. I know it's a huge sell-off, but like a daily change in state delivery, daily displacement through this low, you know, market structure shift on the daily. It would be foolish to try and long, in my opinion. Yes, we had that equilibrium with the range marked, the daily breaker marked, but that isn't necessarily going to get hit today. That could play out the next few days, next week, whatever, come back to the daily breaker. But right now, it's wise to be more bearish, especially after this huge sell-off. It's expected that momentum to continue. So buy side was taken right at open, and then we got a 5-minute change in the state delivery. This candle closing at 9:40. 5-minute change in state delivery. I was like, right, if we come back to this, I'd be open to taking a trade. So 9:40, this candle closed, 5-minute change in the state. We had a very big 1-minute imbalance right here. We did close above it, but we didn't displace through it. So this still held bearish, which is what I like to see. Along with on ES, that same 1-minute imbalance did hold. We did have an SMT at the time from this low. As you can see right here. This low was taken on NQ at 9:37, and it wasn't on ES. There was an SMT at the time, but I was not expecting that to hold because overall I was bearish, sell model, trying to catch this side of the curve, which is what we did. So this 1-minute held along with a 3-minute imbalance, very small right here, held bearish. 5-minute change in the state, 3-minute fair value gap held bearish along with the 1-minute. I didn't have my limit order on the 5-minute change in the state. I wanted to see the reaction first. I entered when this candle closed just before, so I'd seen that reaction. Off of the 5-minute change in the state, off of this 3-minute imbalance, and I was open to trading, so I took that trade. My stop originally was up here, but I was risking quite a lot, so I moved down to here, which is still a sensible place to put my stop. I wouldn't want to see that high pushed past after we respected the imbalance. That is the high I don't want to see us return to. TP1 was at the 5-minute internal sell side, so this is the 5-minute model I was looking at. Yeah, this is the buy side of the curve up to that area we expect to reject from, and then this is the 5-minute internal sell side, and TP2 was at that external sell side, which was the 15-minute model down there. I obviously got stopped in profit. I had my stop at this high here because there was an SMT right here, you can see right there, and yeah, I was stopped in profit. I made an extra $55 on having my stop here. If I had my stop at break even, I would have only made about $170 on the day. So the extra $50 is nice. So yeah, but it is unfortunate. Price does do this. TP1 was a 2.16R trade, and I got stopped out at 0.66R on my final contract, 0.67R. And full TP would have been 4.9, but we were stopped. So that is what I was looking at. Yeah, the higher time frame. Clearly, this is the bigger time frame. I wanted to align that on the lower time frames, which we had right here on the 15-minute. Same on the 1 hour, as I said, generating that sell side all through London and overnight. And then scaling down. This was on the 5-minute, again, looking to catch that sell side of the curve. And then on the 1-minute, this was the 1-minute model. But, that internal sell side was taken before my entry, which is why, again, another reason why I de-risk, because the internal sell side on the 1-minute was taken. So, yeah, here you can see executions. There was no opportunity to trade down to that 1-minute sell side right here. I couldn't have traded this leg down. There was really nothing. There was a 30-second change in the state right here, but the 15-second didn't change in the state. So I was like, not keen on it. I'm happy with the trade that I took, happy with where my TPs were. It is just a bit annoying. A thing I could have done differently was 10 a.m. this 4-hour imbalance opened up. And just go back onto TradingView. At 10 a.m. this 4-hour imbalance opened up. Get rid of all of these curves now. Is that all of them? Yeah. 10 a.m. the 4-hour imbalance opened up, so I should have really not expected it to hold. I mean, we're holding this 4-hour imbalance as it is, so we can expect it to get ran through down to the sell side, but I should have probably been more wary of my second TP and also took into consideration the standard deviation, which didn't really get hit. If we take it from the 5-minute high to the 5-minute low, if we just take it for the actual manipulation leg from here to here, and then it was in line with the sell side anyway. But if you take it from the high down to that candle's low, then it would have been hit right there, and that maybe should have been a point because we did end up holding that and then going back to our entry. So I mean, it is what it is. We still took a winning trade, took the right trade for the session. Our outlook, I was bullish, I'm aware. Going into in the pre-market video, I said I was bullish, but I always end up making that video and then actually spotting the model after I made the video. A lot of the times, I spot the actual model on the time frames once I made the video, because I want to get the video done and out of the way. So don't take it for what it is. That pre-market video, but you know, yeah. So ES has now taken that sell side level right here, so that there was an SMT at the time, obviously this low down to this low and this low up to this low. There was an SMT at the time that held bullish, came back to our entry, and now that SMT has been ran through because ES has taken that sell side. So overall, a good trading day. Cannot really complain about it. Jesus, I love seeing the executions. It is quite funny. But yeah, solid day, solid trade. Right thing to do. Just gonna get rid of all of this. There we go. Yeah. So our account is now at $50,911. It started this week at about 51,300. So we are still down a fair amount on the week. So yeah, but I'm happy with the risk that I put on the table today. I wouldn't have wanted to risk any more, just because of how quick price was moving. As I said, why are these back again? I don't like Top Step X. I don't like Top Step X charting. It is a bit temperamental. These TradingView integrated charts, they can be a bit buggy, as you saw in the pre-market video as well. They can be buggy, but you know, the actual trading, like place and trade, is really clean on Top Step X. So I'd definitely recommend this, and these stats and stuff are nice as well. But yeah, that is the trade of the day. I'm aware I've yapped a bit. That was my trade. I appreciate everybody watching, commenting, and liking and subscribing or whatever. Appreciate it greatly. We're at 250 subscribers now, which honestly baffles me. I started this YouTube channel back in like June, when I had been trading for 2 months. I started this YouTube channel. Didn't expect 250 of you would actually want to sit and watch me yap, because I'm aware I can yap a hell of a lot. But I appreciate every single one of you that comments every day. And following the journey, really, it means a lot, because I ain't quitting, baby. Like, I have no option but to succeed. I believe in myself 100%. I'm going to succeed. I'm going to make it. My goals for 2025 is to... My goals for 2025 is to receive multiple payouts, have lots of funding. I'd want to have 5 50k funded accounts on Top Step X. This Trader XFA, I'm not expecting it to go anywhere. I've still got it. I still have the Trader XFA. It's at minus $323. I can get down to minus $12, $15 before I lose it. Part of me wants just to full port it now, because I've already wished it away. I've already let go of it in my head. I'm not expecting a payout from it. But if I'm feeling like that, there's no point me trading it. There's no point me losing it because it's still 50k in funding. There's no point just throwing that in the bin. So I'm going to just save it for now. Focus on this combine. Get this combine passed, activated, and a payout from it. Or return to the XFA in a few months once December's out of the way, the first week, 2 weeks of January are out of the way, and price action is starting to be a little bit better, more consistent, and just cleaner moves. But is it ever going to be like that? I always see people saying, oh, August is a bad month because of the summer, and then September's a bad month because it's just historically not that good, then October's really good, and November and December are really slow. If you think like that, you've got 2 months of good trading, apparently. So I think it's pretty stupid to say, oh, this month's going to have bad PA, because today was good. The first 2 weeks of December were really clean. Tuesday was a bit annoying because the longs, the A+ setups on longs didn't work out. And that's how it is. But I appreciate everyone watching, sticking along with the journey. Big things ahead, big things planned, manifesting big things, believe in myself that I can achieve these big things. And I want to, if you watch my journey video, I want to get an M4 comp. Alright, I was in my nearest city the other day and I saw an M3 CS, a 23 plate M3 CS, and it was beautiful. Amazing. It's definitely a dream to own a CS of anything, and anything, you know, it would be crazy. But big things in 2025. I've got big goals, big dreams, and the confidence to achieve it. You know, got to have the good habits, the efficiency, the vision, the drive, but also patience. Not going to happen right away. Day to day, I've just got to focus on the process, focus on building good habits, forget about the outcomes, and they'll fall into place. Everything happens for a reason. Everything will fall into place for a reason. And it should be a good year. Sorry about that. Yeah, what was I saying? Big things coming. Nice trade today. Buy side taken in an area we expect to reverse. 5-minute change in the state, pull back to it, and a 3-minute and a 1-minute imbalance. Entering off the reaction. Target in the internal sell side on the 5-minute, and then runner at the external sell side, but we got stopped in profit, which is fine. $222 on the day. As soon as this trade was finished, I locked myself out straight away. There's no need for me to look for any more setups. Just would have locked myself out. And I did. I went to get some water, you know, just left the charts. I was done. I left the charts, which is a good habit to get into. Yeah, nice day. Can't complain. Had the correct outlook going in, had conviction in myself, what I was looking at. And yeah, I just think sometimes partial TPs are pretty stupid, pretty greedy. Taking full. I think if TP1's over 2R, just take it off. I'm going to start doing that from now on. Because that's the low-hanging fruit. That is what's going to make the difference. You know, there's no need to let runners run if there's no reason to let runners run. I think the only time letting runners go is good is if it's so clean. Like, you've entered the trade, there is 0 drawdown on your trade, it goes straight to TP1. Let a runner go. You are correct there, my friend. Let a runner go. But right here, you can see we had that initial displacement, the pullback to the change in state of delivery. And then price was hella slow. 10 a.m. news came out right here. Push up a little bit, and then that gave us that push. The sell side bit was our target. So what's this? After entering and these moves, we had like what? 15, 10, 12 minutes of chop. So I think if price continued forming candles like these and we went straight down to TP1, leaving this runner is good to the external sell side. Leaving the runner is good, but price just chopped for ages, then took out internal. Oh, where are we going now? You know, there's no reason to leave a runner. Full TP should have been taken right there. So that's on me. That's something to learn from. If it's not super clean, not super fast, not super displacement, not what you want to see right there when you enter, don't leave a runner. Just full TP at TP1 if over 2R. That is going to be something I take away from today. That is the thing to learn from. You know, there's always lessons to be learned on winners, on losers, and on no trading days. Always something to learn from, and that is what we've got to do. So I appreciate the listening to the Yap. I appreciate everyone for watching. You know, I never thought it would get this big. 250 of you subscribed. That is a pretty big number for just some kid. So I love and appreciate all of you, and I'll catch you tomorrow to round off this week. Rough week, nice bounce back today, but we'll probably end up red on the week, which is fine. Red weeks happen. It will be the first red week since changing strategy. Since I've swapped to trading like Justin Whelan and the market maker buy and sell model, I haven't had a red week yet. I hadn't had a red week. So one was due, one was coming, and that's fine. That is my recap done. So see you in the next one. Appreciate all of you. Peace.